Namaste. This is Teresa Von Braun, spiritual consultant, Seosis Mystery School. Teresa's State of the Universe. Again, your universe. We're back to that again because it is the microcosm of the macrocosm. And so what is happening with a lot of my students and a lot that's showing up in classes is that people's past lives are up. They are up. And often when we go through volatile times, whether that's personal or universal, the past life experience comes up. The karma is here for us to learn from. I believe of karma as what we still need to learn, okay? It's not just you did good, you did bad, okay? But it is what we still need to learn. And so for many of us, we've had so many past lives where we've been through rebellions, overthrows, insurrections, government repression, wars, all kinds of extreme mob, violent, group energies gone awry. All of that. We have had these experiences in many lifetimes, probably not just one. And your experience may be different depending on the side you were on or whether you were killed or not or how it affected you or the outcome that happened. But nonetheless, you were involved in that kind of experience. And so that particular past life energy is showing up for a lot of people, and it can come up and it can be quite terrifying actually for some people, but quite uncomfortable, quite, and not understanding as to why. It's not just that you are in a meditative or dream state about what is occurring presently on the planet. It is bringing up past life experience that was your actual soul's experience that you have karma about, that you are here to understand more about, to learn more about, and to heal more about. And so that is important to recognize that occurs. Anytime we go through something major and transformative, past lives that have had that effect or we've had that experience show up. Okay, they show up to point us in the right direction. They show up to show what has happened. One past life picture can be worth 1,000 words in terms of our experience. We get a lot of information, okay, from our unconscious, from our psyche, from our past to guide us, to help us in terms of how and what we need to do now currently. So it is important to recognize that and to own that, okay? Not to judge it, but to understand what was going on with your soul and with yourself during that time. Many people have been very afraid of this kind of energy that I have worked with over the years. And we've done a lot of healing work too, as we understand your participation or your being affected by it and how that is affecting you here and now. Because that level of oppression, that level of tyranny, that level of rebellion or insurrection, or again, whichever level or way you are on with this particular violence or this particular volatile experiences, or in your relationship to the government of the country that you are in, okay, that has a direct effect on how you live your life here and now, how you can feel limited, how you can feel persecuted, how you can feel victimized, how you can feel oppressed, okay? So that doesn't mean that it's maybe not happening, at this particular time in your life or this particular place on the planet you're in, but it also means that it is intensified by past life experiences. And so it is important to separate out. I think with anything that we undergo intensely and we feel a past life experience coming up is augmenting and intensifying the experience and our reaction, okay? It is important to separate out the past life from the current, to understand that is a past life experience. We have karma from that. We have soul memory from that. We have unconsciousness that is coming up to consciousness from that, and that we can, alleviate that. We can put a boundary between here and then we can go work on the past life experience. We can work on the karma. We can look at how it is affecting here and now. We can understand that so it can be transformed and we can be freed up. When we are really letting go of the past life experience, when we are no longer stuck in the past life experience, not just having a memory of or a consciousness of, but not stuck in the past life experience, we free up so much energy that has been oppressing us, that has been holding us down or holding us back. That is something that all of us need to work with in all kinds of different past lives, depending on what our karma and what our experience is here and now, and what we need to heal and transform. So the releasing of this energy is phenomenal. Okay, it gives you so much energy to live your life more fully here and now. You're not strung out, through centuries. You're not strung out through the whole time on the planet. You have had those experiences, but you can integrate them and bring them forward in a way that allows you to have more understanding, more fullness, more completeness, more power to deal with what is happening in your current life, whether that's something more personal to you, or more with your family, more with your health, more with the collective, or more with the government, or more with political ideologies, or more with whatever is occurring, okay, around you. So right now, with what has been happening on the planet in this last week, a lot of the more volatile insurrection, oppression, those kinds of energies are really up. It's very important that we look at that as a major dynamic on this planet that needs to change. It is a major problem that continues on century after century after century. It's like, for myself, I'm kind of tired of it. It's like, how many lifetimes do I have to go through this? Again, okay, all right. So anyway, we've been there, did this. We've been there, did this. When are we going to learn from this? So we need to let go of this. Let go of this right, wrong. Let go of the hierarchy of the one up, one down. Let go of the ruler and the rulees. Let go of the ones that are being oppressed and the oppressors. Okay? It's time to transcend this energy. It is time to transcend this energy. To understand that we as humans have been here, done this, dealt with this, do not need to keep doing it. Use your past life experience to understand what else you need to understand about these kinds of experiences, to bring your wisdom to it, to bring your consciousness to it, to bring your heart to it. Okay? Love is the great equalizer. Love is the great glue. Love is the great one that brings us together. Us with our own past lives, okay? Us with all of humanity, okay? Us with our systems, okay? That the systems should be operating out of love. Everything should be operating out of love. That certainly is an ideal. I don't think it's an impossible ideal, but it is one that we have to work for, the one that we have to free ourselves up from our belief systems based on our karma, on our past lives, on our experiences in other lifetimes that is holding us back. It's holding us into a much older way of looking at things and perceiving things than where we are now. This is a new age. This is a new millennia. This is a new time. It is time that we catch up with that. We are trying to catch up with that with every aspect of our psyche, okay? And that catching up through our past lives, catching our past lives up to here and now, bringing ourselves into present time from our past lives, all of that is what we need to be doing to catch up with ourselves, okay? So that is something that may be coming up for you in your dream state and your meditations and how you are feeling over anything you are watching about what's happening, through news or programs you're watching. It may be coming up for you, okay? If there is need for you to have help with this, to have healing with this, please contact me. And we can work on this together, and it can get transformed and it can get healed, and it will release a lot of energy. As we are stuck in our past lives, we hold a lot of humanity in our past lives. To their past lives, in our past lives, the past lives, however you want to say that. We hold ourselves stuck in the past, okay? We cannot be stuck in the past now. It is not time for that. It is time to come into present time absolutely as much as we can, every day, every way, okay? So the past lives are showing up much more intensely right now, telling us this, showing us this. So they can be healed, they can be transformed, they can be released. Know this. Know the power that you have about coming more into your truth in present time and bringing humanity with you. Namaste.